Future Legends since February of last year.
What exactly is it?
All right, so Coach Jamil, about 13 years ago, started little summer camps, day camps for the youth level. From
He's an Atlantic City guy, right?
Yeah, Pee Wee level, JV level, varsity level. For the youth level, 14 and under age. He started that 13 years ago with his network of coaches with Kamal, Muhammad, and Darnell Woods. They brought me on board in February when they started their Future Legends because the 7-on-7.
You knew Darnell from the JSPPL, right?
Actually, I knew Darnell from coaching with him with the Summers Point Sharks, the youth level.
Gotcha.
So we got together and we coached against each other in the PowderPuff League. But they brought me on when they started their 7-on-7, which is a high school level. It's a strictly passing game. Very fast-paced game, as you saw.
These 7-on-7s has become really big in the last couple of years. I know a lot of these high schools, they go to tournaments. Cedar Creek goes up to a big tournament at Rutgers every summer. Yep.
We actually our 7-on-7 team last year, our 15U squad, we went to 4 different tournaments last year. We were in Pittman, New Jersey. We went up to Mannheim, Pennsylvania. We actually qualified and ended up down in Florida for the national event down at the IMG Academy.
Wow.
And that was a really, really fun event. We took about 30, I believe it was about 30 high school kids down to Florida, bus trip all the way down for a week and came back.
Now, how many schools are represented on Future Legends? I know there's a lot of kids from Atlantic City, a couple of mainland guys.
Yeah, Holy Spirit, Cedar Creek, Buna. We have, I believe, about 13 or 14 high schools that represent.
Oh, really? Okay.
We have kids that come as far as Woodstown.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is this all year long type of thing, or is there sort of a season?
Well, the 7-on-7 is seasonal. That goes from, I believe, we get started up in April, and we'll go all the way till if we get to the Nationals. That's held in June down in Florida. But our training goes year round. We during the season, like the actual football season, we take our little break because we can't have the kids. The teams need the kids to be playing there. But we actually just got started last night. We started with our high school kids, and we'll train from now until the beginning of actual football season, from 5 years old all the way to high school seniors. We have Saturdays and Sundays from 6 to 8. We train the younger kids. And then Friday nights from 8 to 10, we train the high school kids.
Now, where do you train? Indoor facility?
Yeah, we have. We're at a new facility this year. It's about 8,000 square feet. It's Blake's Gymnasium in Northfield, right there on Mill Road.
Okay.
That's where we're training out of now. We just got that going. Last night was our first night.
Now, how do the high school coaches feel about you guys training their kids in the off season? Do they have any input into what you guys do or anything in terms of the philosophy of the offenses in the 7-on-7s?
Yeah, it depends on the coach. Some coaches really like it because their kids are getting exposure, and also their kids are getting to train in a strictly passing game. There's no run game whatsoever. So a lot of these kids come from these youth levels that never thrown the ball before, so they don't even know how to work in a system like that. So it's just strictly passing. So it's a skill set that some of these kids have never had.
Do you ever get input from a high school coach that might say, "Hey, I need this kid to work on deep routes or certain kind of passes or anything like that"?
Not as of yet. I feel that is coming. I have spoken to a lot of the high school coaches that have come out to some of our tournaments, and they've spoke very highly of what we're doing. But again, some of the coaches don't like it because they want to have their hands on their kids.
Right.
So they want them during that time. It's just that they haven't put together a 7-on-7. So a lot of these kids are like, well, this is what I want to do. I want to pursue.
Well, also,
strictly.
I mean, I guess there's rules pertaining to how much interaction a coach can have with their players during the off season, right? For high schools,
I would imagine so. Yeah.
So this is sort of this is a way for them to get the reps.
Yep.
While working with some guys who know football.
Oh, yeah. And they love it. I mean, these kids that we've created with Future Legends, our 7-on-7 team, it's like a small family.
Right.
These kids come as far as Woodstown, Atlantic City. They still get together on weekends, hang out. This is a family oriented thing. It's not just about the game. It's about creating friendships and relationships with people that you would never have met before without it.
Now, how can people get in touch with Future Legends if they do want to find out more information about it, and maybe have maybe if there's parents out there listening that have a kid who's in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, want to get involved?
Yeah, well, we are on Facebook, Twitter. We have our website, which is legendsfootballacademy.com, or you can just call Coach Jamil. He is the networking genius. He handles everything. He puts everything together, and he's really easy to contact at 609-453-7105. And he helps everybody out get all the information that they need as quickly as possible.
Now, we're talking with Frank Ursino, Summers Point resident, graduate of Mainland Regional High School. And, Frank, you're also involved with the Jersey Shore PowderPuff Football League, which I guess is in its, 10th year or something like that?
It's our 8th season.
8th season coming up?
8th season coming up, yes.
So this is a really cool league. If you haven't heard about this, it's Saturdays in the spring. You have about 10 teams now, so it's games all day long on Saturday down at Bud Kern Field. Beginning in April, goes pretty much until June. And it's an adult women's flag football league, and there's some tremendous athletes in this league.
Yes,
I see every once in a while. I see Sheila Cruz working out at Island Gym. I think she's set on winning the MVP this year.
I would hope so, since she's on my team. So I would. Definitely hope
she
so.
is an absolute beast.
Yeah. She's fun to coach.
She took
too.
about 2 or 3 interceptions back to the house last year.
Yep. Every year she seems to be able
Fran
to do
Rafe,
that.
who's the women's basketball coach over at Cedar Creek High School, she's been, I guess, 2 or 3 time MVP as a quarterback for Charlie.
I believe 3, possibly more. She's
she's
like the Tom Brady of our league. She reads the defense prior to snap.
She'll just sit back there in the pocket and just pick you apart.
She's phenomenal. It's actually, except for when I'm playing against her, it's enjoyable to watch her play. But yeah,
can anybody beat Charlie's Chicks? They got about a 30-game winning streak going on.
Yeah, they're 3 straight years now. They have not lost a game. Some teams have gotten close. But
now you're coaching with the Breakfast Shop Scramblers?
No, I'm with the Ivy Rehab Warlords.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're with the Warlords. Okay.
Yeah. Or actually, we are the Retro Fitness Warlords now.
Right.
My bad.
Get your sponsors right.
We've changed our teams a few times. But yeah, so Charlie's is definitely a strong team.
Angie Pizzetta on your team?
Actually, she took the season off last year.
Okay.
I don't know if she's coming back. I'm hoping she is, but I don't know.
Yeah, tremendous athlete. She was a 1,000-point scorer at Holy Spirit. So you have a lot of these athletes who really had tremendous high school careers. I know Alyssa Lamy from Mainland.
Yep.
She's incredible to watch in flag football. I mean, you could throw her a little 5-yard out and she's gone.
Yeah, and like Dave Clemick's younger sister. She's out there. Sarah, she's a great athlete.
How cool is this to see women's flag football? I mean, people might get the wrong impression, like, oh, PowderPuff, they're just out there kind of goofing around a little bit, but they take it serious, man. There's off-season training.
Yeah, some of these girls take it a little too seriously sometimes. like it is a flag league. It's non-contact. Like, we have strict rules for non-contact because some of these girls, I mean, they have got to get to work on Monday morning.
Sure, yeah.
They got kids to take care of and things like that. But it's great to see how they are in the game, where you wouldn't expect women to like the game as much as they do.
Right.
They practice every week, everything. They put a lot of work into it.
So real quick, Frank, we got to take a break here and let you get going. But you said you do have signups coming up for the next month or so.
Yeah, it's every Saturday for the month of January from 1 o'clock until 4 o'clock at the Summers Point football field concession stand at 598 Marks Road in Summers Point.
Cool. And if you want more information, check them out on Facebook. You can just look up JSPPL League on Facebook, get some more information. A great league. And Frank, thanks for coming in this morning. Had some fun talking about a lot of different topics. And we'll definitely be out there watching some JSPPL here come April. So I'm excited for that. I go out there and take some photos. So it's a pretty cool league.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me on. It's a great time.
No problem. We're gonna